Think for a moment. What if your mind is like a river constantly flowing through your life? This river is made up of your thoughts, desires, and intentions. Sometimes it flows smoothly, calm, and steady like a peaceful stream. But at other times, it becomes wild and turbulent, pulling you in directions you never intended to go. What causes this change? What makes the river calm at times and chaotic at others? Have you ever experienced a moment where everything around you just seemed to fall into place effortlessly? Every action, every movement felt aligned, as if life itself was in perfect harmony with you. It's a powerful sensation, but it also raises a question. Why do some moments feel so easy, while others are filled with struggle and resistance? Today we're going to explore this idea, diving into the secret behind those moments of ease, and uncovering why life seems to flow effortlessly sometimes, and other times not. Together, we'll unlock the hidden power of focus and discover how you can transform your reality by tapping into a deeper, lasting sense of flow. Now that we've set the stage, let's take a closer look at what this mysterious state of flow really is. You might have heard of it before, or maybe you've even experienced it without realizing. Flow is more than just being focused on a task. It's a powerful state where your mind, your environment, and your actions all come into perfect sync. It's that moment when time seems to disappear, and everything you're doing feels effortless and natural. Think back to a time when you were deeply engaged in something you love, whether it was creating art, playing a sport, or even having a meaningful conversation. You may have noticed that during these moments, you felt fully absorbed. Distractions faded away, and the usual worries of life seemed to vanish. That's the essence of flow, a state where effort feels almost unnecessary, and everything just clicks. But flow isn't just about having fun or being creative. It can happen in any area of life, from your work to your personal projects. The beauty of flow is that when you tap into it, you're not only more productive, but the quality of your work improves. It's as if your mind is functioning at its peak capacity, free from distractions and fully aligned with what you're doing. Today we're going to explore exactly how you can reach this state more consistently in your life. We'll look at the factors that influence flow and, most importantly, how you can use focus as a tool to unlock it. By understanding the principles behind flow, you'll learn how to make every moment more meaningful and fulfilling. Flow is a state of being that goes beyond simple focus. It's a mental state where you feel completely absorbed in what you're doing, to the point where time seems to vanish and the task at hand becomes an extension of your mind. Flow isn't just about achieving great results. It's about the experience itself. It's a feeling of deep satisfaction and alignment, where effort becomes joy and challenges feel exciting rather than overwhelming. One of the key aspects of flow is that it's not limited to any specific activity. Whether you're painting, playing music, writing, or solving a problem at work, flow can happen in virtually any context. What's consistent is the sense that everything is in sync. Your thoughts, your actions, and even your environment seem to align in perfect harmony. But what makes flow truly powerful is its impact on both performance and well-being. When you're in flow, you're not just more productive, you're more creative, more engaged, and more satisfied with the outcome. It's like tapping into a deeper part of yourself, where your true potential is unleashed. The importance of flow in life cannot be overstated. People who experience flow regularly report higher levels of happiness, fulfillment, and meaning in their lives. It transforms work into play, stress into challenge, and routine into something exciting. It's not just about getting things done. It's about enjoying the process and feeling connected to what you're doing on a deeper level. So, how do you achieve this state of flow? One of the key factors is the balance between challenge and skill. Flow occurs when the task at hand is challenging enough to keep you engaged, but not so difficult that it causes frustration. If a task is too easy, your mind wanders and you lose interest. On the other hand, if it's too hard, you become overwhelmed and anxious. Flow happens at that sweet spot where the challenge perfectly matches your abilities. Imagine a professional athlete playing a game. If the opponent is too weak, the game becomes boring. But if the competition is too tough, it's easy to get discouraged. Flow happens when the game is just challenging enough to push the athlete to their limits, but not beyond them. The same principle applies to any activity in life, whether it's a creative project, a work assignment, or even a conversation. This balance between challenge and skill is crucial because it keeps your mind fully engaged. When you're operating at the edge of your abilities, you're forced to concentrate fully, which naturally draws you into the present moment. You become absorbed in what you're doing and distractions fade away. This is where the magic of flow begins, when you're fully immersed in a task that stretches your abilities just enough to keep you in the zone. By consciously seeking out challenges that align with your skills, you can create opportunities for flow in your daily life. It's about finding that perfect balance that keeps you engaged without overwhelming you, allowing you to experience the joy and satisfaction that comes with being fully absorbed in the moment. Another key aspect of flow is being fully present. When you're in flow, your mind is entirely focused on the task at hand, and there's no room for distractions or worries about the past or future. This state of deep focus, where everything else fades away, is what allows flow to flourish. It's not just about focusing on a task, it's about being so engaged in the present moment that you lose track of time and even yourself. This is where mindfulness comes into play. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your attention fully into the present moment, without judgment or distraction. When you practice mindfulness, you train your mind to let go of external and internal distractions, making it easier to enter a state of flow. It's about being fully immersed in what you're doing, whether it's a complex task or something as simple as a conversation. When you synchronize your mind with the present moment, you create the perfect environment for flow to happen. You're not thinking about what happened earlier in the day or worrying about what's coming next. You're fully absorbed in what's happening right now. This deep connection with the present allows you to perform at your best, as your mind is free from the clutter of distractions. One of the greatest benefits of flow is that it makes difficult tasks feel effortless. When you're fully present, the usual barriers of stress, anxiety, and fatigue disappear. You're able to tap into a state of deep concentration where everything feels natural and fluid. This synchronization with the present moment is the key to unlocking the full potential of flow in your life. Let's make the concept of flow even clearer with some real-life examples. Think about an artist painting a canvas. When they are in the zone, every brushstroke feels natural, as if their hand is guided by something greater. Time seems to fade away, and they become completely immersed in their creation. The result is not just a beautiful piece of art, but an experience of deep satisfaction and joy. This is flow in action. Another example can be found in sports. Imagine a basketball player in the middle of a high-stakes game. They are focused, fully engaged in the moment, and each movement feels effortless. The player isn't overthinking every shot or pass. They're simply in sync with the game, reacting instinctively. In those moments, they're not just playing a game, they're living the experience fully, and that's why their performance reaches its peak. Flow doesn't just happen in creative or physical activities. Even in conversations, you've probably experienced moments where everything seems to flow effortlessly. You're so engaged in the discussion that hours pass without you noticing. Ideas come to you naturally, and the conversation just clicks. This happens because you're fully present. Your mind is engaged and you're deeply connected to the other person. These examples show that flow is not limited to any specific activity. It can happen in anything that deeply engages your mind and challenges you in just the right way. Whether you're painting, playing sports, or having a meaningful conversation, flow transforms the experience, making it richer, more enjoyable, and more fulfilling. Flow is also a state where time seems to change. Have you ever noticed how, when you're fully absorbed in something, hours can feel like minutes? That's one of the hallmarks of flow. It's as if your perception of time adjusts to your level of engagement. When you're in flow, the clock fades into the background, and you're left with the pure experience of the present moment. Now, let's pause for a moment and think about your own life. Have you ever experienced a time when everything seemed to flow effortlessly? Maybe it was during a project that you were passionate about, or perhaps it was in a conversation where the ideas just kept coming. When was the last time you felt so deeply immersed in something that you lost track of time? Take a moment to reflect on those experiences. What were you doing? How did it feel? What made those moments so special? More importantly, why do you think flow happens in certain situations and not in others? We've all had moments where life feels easy and natural, but they often seem fleeting, don't they? If you think about it, how many times do you find yourself frustrated or struggling with a task, wishing you could just get into that zone where everything clicks? Now think about how your life could change if you could access that state of flow more often. Imagine being able to focus so deeply on your work or passions that distractions simply disappear. Imagine feeling more fulfilled and energized by the things you do every day. Wouldn't that make a huge difference in how you experience life? As we move forward, keep these thoughts in mind. Think about how you can start bringing more flow into your daily routine. It's not just about working harder, it's about finding that balance and connection that makes everything feel more meaningful. Now that we've explored what flow is and why it matters, let's talk about how you can bring more of it into your daily life. The good news is, you don't have to wait for flow to happen by chance. There are practical steps you can take to cultivate it more consistently. The first step is setting clear, meaningful goals. Flow thrives when you have a purpose. It's easier to get into the zone when you know exactly what you're working toward. So, whatever task you're facing, whether it's a project at work or a personal goal, take a moment to clarify your intentions. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Why does this matter to me? The more connected you feel to your goal, the easier it will be to immerse yourself in the process. Another key is finding that balance between challenge and skill. To experience flow, the task needs to push you, but not so much that it feels overwhelming. If what you're doing feels too easy, look for ways to make it more engaging. If it's too difficult, break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. The sweet spot is where you're fully engaged, challenged just enough to keep you focused. Mindfulness is also a powerful tool for cultivating flow. By practicing mindfulness, you train your mind to focus on the present moment, which is essential for entering a state of flow. Try incorporating short mindfulness exercises into your daily routine, like deep breathing or a quick meditation before starting a task. These simple practices can help clear your mind of distractions and prepare you to dive into your work with full concentration. Finally, stay flexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes flow might feel out of reach. When that happens, don't fight it. Instead, adjust your approach. Maybe you need to take a break, reframe your goals, or change your environment. The key is to stay open and adaptable, allowing flow to come naturally when the conditions are right. By setting clear goals, balancing challenge and skill, practicing mindfulness, and staying flexible, you can create the conditions for flow to flourish in your life. As we wrap up, it's important to remember that flow isn't just a rare state reserved for special moments. It's something you can intentionally bring into your everyday life. The key lies in finding harmony between what you're doing and the present moment. When you're fully aligned with your task, when your mind and actions are working together seamlessly, that's when flow happens. Think about how powerful this can be. Imagine approaching every task, no matter how big or small, with a sense of ease and focus. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or distracted, you could tap into a deep well of energy and creativity. Flow doesn't just make you more productive, it makes life more enjoyable. It transforms work into something meaningful and challenges into opportunities for growth. The beauty of flow is that it's not about perfection. It's about being fully present in the process, allowing yourself to engage deeply with whatever is in front of you. Whether you're solving a problem, creating something new, or simply enjoying a quiet moment, flow brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment to every aspect of life. And the best part? Flow is available to everyone. It's not something you have to chase or wait for. It's something you can cultivate through awareness, intention, and practice. By focusing on your goals, balancing challenge with skill, and staying present in the moment, you can invite flow into your life more often. So, as you go forward, take these ideas with you. Start small, set clear intentions for your day, stay mindful in your tasks, and notice when you feel most engaged. The more you practice, the more you'll find that flow becomes a natural part of your routine. And as you cultivate this state of harmony, you'll not only be more effective in your work, but you'll also experience a deeper sense of connection and joy in everything you do. Remember, flow isn't just about getting things done. It's about making every moment count. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the power of flow. If what we've discussed today resonates with you, I invite you to take the next step. Hit the like button if you found value in this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay connected with more content designed to help you unlock your full potential. I'd love to hear about your experiences with flow. Have you had moments when everything just clicked and you were completely absorbed in what you were doing? Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Your story could inspire others to seek more flow in their own lives. If you know someone who could benefit from learning more about flow, feel free to share this video with them. Together, we can build a community of people who are passionate about living more fully, with greater focus, purpose, and joy. Before you go, take a moment to check out the videos on the screen here. They're full of insights that will help you deepen your journey into mindfulness, focus, and personal growth. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay present, stay focused, and let everything flow naturally.